When you think of the top Japanese pitchers that make the jump to the MLB, there are a couple that comes to mind first. Of course, there was Daisuke Matsuzaka, who had all the buzz leading up to his eventual 6-year, $52 million contract with Boston. Or Yu Darvish, a multi-time Cy Young runner-up and still a decent contributor for the Padres entering his 12th MLB season. But there's one more name who I don't think popped into your head. Hisashi Iwakuma, who had the greatest individual pitching seasons by a Japanese player in MLB history. Iwakuma first broke into the Nippon Professional Baseball League at the young age of 20, and over his first few seasons in the league he showed flashes of being elite and his immaturity. Nothing out of the ordinary for a young pitcher still growing and getting stronger. Then after a few seasons he started to find his groove. From 2006 to 2011, he hovered around the 3 ERA mark and put together some elite seasons such as his 2008 or 2011 campaign, catching the attention of the Seattle Mariners. And on January 6, 2012, he signed a 1-year deal with the club worth $1.5 million. At the time, the M's hadn't been to the playoffs in 11 years, and he was brought in to help solidify the rotation behind Felix Hernandez in an attempt to be the team that made the playoffs off of elite pitching rather than offense. Unfortunately for them, this did not happen, but Iwakuma had quite the rookie season. In 30 games, 16 of them being starts, he pitched to the tune of a .316 ERA in 125 innings to go along with a solid 9-5 record for a team that won just 75 games. And following the season, he was a free agent, but decided to stay with the club, signing a 2-year extension worth $14 million, and that was a steal. Because in 2012, Iwakuma went on to be the ace in the pitching staff, outperforming Felix Hernandez by a fairly big margin in terms of ERA and innings pitched. Also, in comparison to the rest of the American League, his ERA ranked 3rd lowest, rightfully earning him a 3rd place Cy Young finish. This was it, the peak of Iwakuma's playing days, and honestly not many people remember just how good this season was. His 7 WAR ranked highest among every pitcher in the American League, and MLB-wide he was 2nd behind Clayton Kershaw, who won the Cy Young Award with a .183 ERA in 33 starts. That's right, he was the only pitcher worth more WAR than Iwakuma. Not to mention players such as Paul Goldschmidt, who was the runner-up for the MVP award in the National League and had 36 homers, 125 RBIs, and the NL Best 952 OPS, was worth .7 WAR less. And Chris Davis, who finished 3rd for MVP in the AL, had 53 homers, 138 RBIs, and the MLB Best OPS over 1,000 points, was only worth .1 WAR better. And finally, Felix Hernandez, the man often considered as the best pitcher in Mariners history, only posted 1 season above Iwakuma's 7 mark. Pretty ridiculous company to be alongside for a man who wasn't heavily recruited heading into the 2012 season. And over the next couple years, he was able to maintain a mid-3 ERA while having one of the most special moments in Mariners history, throwing a no-hitter on August 12, 2015 against the Baltimore Orioles, thus bringing an enjoyable moment for an otherwise forgettable season for M's fans as their playoff drought increased to 14 years. But in his final 2 seasons, he regressed a little with ERAs in the low 4s. However, at the age of 36, it made sense. Then following 2017, he returned to Japan, ending his journey in North America. But while his time in the MLB may have been short-lived, I hope all of these stats and comparisons have helped show you just how good Iwakuma was for the M's in the early 2010s. Because as mentioned before, he's typically a forgotten name when talking about the best Japanese pitchers in MLB history. That wraps it up for this video, but before you go, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more awesome baseball videos multiple times a week. And by doing so, this will help me reach more like-minded people such as yourself. Alright, thank you for your support, and I will see you in the next one.